Hey guys, what's up? It's Jamie. Sorry, I'm laughing because my fiance is just sitting on the steps making a TikTok because I said I was nervous because neighbors were outside to make my YouTube video, and this is like the third time I've come outside to do it, so here we are. So today's video, I'm going to get straight to the point. It's about TikTok's Transtrenders. And no, I'm not copying anyone's video. I'm just kind of like, I saw this video last night and it made me want to do one of my own to give my own personal opinion about it. So I know I haven't, before I get into that, I know I haven't been very active the past couple months. I'm definitely trying to change that. We're doing a giveaway. I'm super excited to announce this giveaway. I'm not gonna say it's anything super crazy, but like during this quarantine time, it'll definitely help you. It wouldn't make sense for me to go out and spend like a lot of money on a giveaway when I could use that money for other things. So I'm an essential worker, I guess, theoretically, and I have not lost my job. My hours have been cut to a bare minimum. So I actually did get this item sponsored to even be able to give it away, which is super awesome, and I'm super happy about it. And I did not think I'd ever have an opportunity like this, so I'll get into that once we hit the I'll get into that once it's time for that and everything. I need to hit like 70 more on Facebook, and there's going to be multiple giveaways, but once I hit that on Facebook, that is when I will announce the giveaway. I'm just trying to get to 400 on Facebook. It's really nothing crazy at all. 400 is not crazy. So it's kind of a new page, but I'm just trying to get to 400 quick. I think we're like 20, 30 something away. I'm not sure. I haven't checked. Definitely subscribe to my YouTube, and let's get into this video. So, I'm transgender, obviously, and I'm transgender female to male, so I was born female. I identify as male. Basically, I've known I was transgender since I can remember. I always knew there was something different about me. For example, in elementary school, whereas they divide you in like gym class or something by boys and girls, in like kindergarten, I would always run with the boys. Like, I would always just assume I'm a boy, I'm going with them. I didn't really understand the biology part about it, So, that's just one example. Another example is going to the store with my grandfather, like maybe the hardware store, or I don't really remember what store, just a men's store, and he introduced me, and I said, I'm James, but I'm wearing like a sundress. So this is another example of being super young. After that, it was something that I hid till I was about, well, I don't know, because like I kind of dressed like a boy and stuff however I wanted to till I was in about 10th grade. And then 10th grade, when I was in 5th grade, and once, because I was 10 years old, and once I hit 10 years old, I started to realize that the boys and girls dressed different, and people pointed me out and made fun of me because I dressed like a boy, and I was supposed to dress like a female, because, that's what I was born. So that would have been like the early 2000s, and it wasn't very common, I don't think, back then. So I went with the flow, and I played sports. I ended up being like a popular like female. It's so weird saying it. And then once I hit 14, I was on Tumblr one day just checking stuff out, and I found this post from Jaden Whale. I think he goes by Park or something now. I don't remember. I don't really follow him as much as I used to. I tried to DM him like 1,000 times, it seems, and he just never responds. So it's cool though. He was one who inspired me to come out because of his post, and once I read his post and he explained what transgender was, it was like instantly like a light bulb. I was like, wow, that's me. It was December of 2011, so actually I was 15. I just turned 15 in August, and I went and told my great grandmother. She was like, Jamie, you should probably go back to sleep, you're super tired and delusional. But I did go to sleep, and I woke up and felt the same way when in the morning. So when I woke up the next morning, I told the rest of my family, and then I think I told maybe like a couple people at school I was close to, and then in the summer of 2012, I came out to everyone on Facebook. The post got like 900 something likes. It was crazy. I ended up deleting the post, not sure why. I ended up getting a new Facebook. I didn't start transitioning until I was 18, because if you go back on my YouTube, there's a lot of videos. I think there's like finally transitioning and today's the day, and that I thought I was going to start testosterone, but in Pennsylvania, both parents have to agree, even if you have one parent that isn't involved or whatever. Both of them have to agree on you to transition for you to start any type of hormone therapy. So there's that. And so I didn't start hormone therapy till I was 18, and then in January 2019, I ended up getting top surgery. 2015, I started hormones. 2019, top surgery. 2019, I also got a hysterectomy, full hysterectomy, and I'm currently waiting on the other surgery. So my transition is complete right now. I'm just waiting for the doctors to find a way that's less, I don't know, risky. Anyway, so I went through multiple years of therapy, probably like, I don't know, 5 years, and I still go to therapy, not really for my transition anymore, obviously, but I mean, it still helps with dysphoria and stuff because I do still have it, even though I'm post-op and everything. So basically, I see some controversial stuff about people saying they're transgender, but not actually being transgender. It's really never been a question after everything I've been through. If I'm, like, no one ever has questioned it or called me a transtrender or anything, because it's just, I've been so deeply into just advocating for everyone that in the trans community, and, you know, I don't know. I try not to be judgmental at all. I do see a lot of things on TikTok that people don't have dysphoria, and that does kind of bother me in a sense, because like I have super dysphoria, and I don't understand how you can be transgender without dysphoria, because being transgender with dysphoria, or having dysphoria, is like the main part of being transgender. It's something that, I mean, I guess I could research more. I've read a couple books, but most people have dysphoria. I'm saying like 99%. If you don't, great, but I don't know how you would identify at that point. That's my opinion on that. I think that there's a lot of people on TikTok that maybe ask for absurd amounts of money for top surgery and other things. I mean, if you need help with money for top surgery, I think that's all right to ask for a couple donations, but in a good way. So, for example, my friend needed money for top surgery, so instead of just coming out and asking people for donations, he made coloring books and sold other stuff, which I think is a really cool idea, and that I have so much respect for that, and that is just so awesome to me. And so I think that more people should definitely consider doing something like that, as opposed to just asking people for money. I was thankful enough to have my insurance cover my top surgery. If not, I probably would have done what he did and sold something. It's pretty crazy that people are asking for like 12 grand when I know that you do not need, if you're not in the financial position to go to like the top surgeon in your state that's like private, that you have to pay an absurd amount of money for, and just to get the same results that you would go into someone else that is cheaper. I mean, I just think that's ridiculous. If you are not in that financial position, I mean, other people aren't either. Quarantine is going on. A lot of people lost their jobs, and to be asking for money right now, I think it's crazy. But I'm not, I mean, without giving something in return for it, you know. We're all struggling right now, and I think people need to take that into consideration and stop using TikTok as something to like try and make money off of. And I mean, I mean, if you get 12, 15 grand for your top surgery, I mean, I know you aren't spending all that on top surgery, so what are you doing with the rest of it? I mean, and for you to say that you're going to donate it, I mean, that's other people's money. You should probably just refund them once you hit the amount you wanted, or when you change the amount. I'm not going to throw names out there, but like this dude literally had, I think he asked on his GoFundMe for like 7 grand, and then he got the 7 grand and raised it to like 12. Like, that's not cool. Also, posting shirtless videos before you have top surgery How do you not have dysphoria doing that? I've never, especially like showing yourself. No, that is, I couldn't even imagine. Me having my top surgery, I take my shirt off now and still feel like I'm doing something wrong. But I think there's a lot of people that don't understand it and don't take the issue seriously, which is why a lot of cis people don't understand. And I think that the way people act, like people that don't try to actually pass, I think that really affects people that are actually trans and pass very well and would want nothing to do with not passing, and not saying like, oh, I just can't pass, so it's whatever, I'll just look like this, because like I feel like that's why some of us get made fun of then and get thrown into this category. I can like totally think of a few people offhand that I'm not gonna blast on here. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but I definitely could. So anyway, that is, I wanted to like kind of make it short, but my opinion on it is I kind of just try to ignore what other people do unless it's like directly at me or anything. I do get a lot of hate, and I wish my move could be bigger, but I think it's also because I don't post like I should, and I'm gonna start doing that, hopefully weekly videos, maybe even twice a week if it's not too much. But I just want, this is probably gonna be my rough copy. I'm probably just gonna post this, honestly. I downloaded editing software, but I haven't really babbled or anything, so I'm cool with this copy. Hopefully it posts soon, but back to that, my views, I try not to judge anyone. I try not to worry about what other people do. I try to just worry about me, especially now in this time of need. So yeah, I'm not bashing anyone at all. I mean, do what you want, you know, it's cool. I just, and I advocate for cis people because we need cis people in order to understand trans people, because like frankly there's way more cis people than trans people. And for those of you that are wondering, because my fiance asked me what is cis is like, you were born in the right body, you know, you were born female and you identify as female, you were born male, you identify as male. It's like the complete opposite from being transgender. You don't have that, you're just not transgender. So I try to advocate for that too, because I'm sure it is difficult, and I was extremely homophobic and stuff before I came out as trans. It's because I was scared of myself. So I definitely like to talk to anyone that has a problem or anything like that. I try not to, I place no judgment at all, and if you have a question, ask me. Don't be hateful about it though, because it does affect me personally a lot. But this video is getting pretty lengthy. I'm doing it outside. Sarah's still sitting over there filming a TikTok. I don't know if she's been working on the same one for 15 minutes or not. But I hope everyone has a great quarantine. I hope everyone's back to work soon. I hope everyone gets through. I'm praying for everyone. Say a prayer for me. And it was nice talking to you guys. Thank you for tuning in.